the whole planet going over right there. It's 2:30. It's the right time for that planet to be coming up. You guys see that? Unreal. Check it out! You can't see it through your clouds like that, then you're blind as a bat! Check it out! You can't see it through your clouds like that, then you're blind as a bat! What's up? YouTube, wake up! YouTube, wake up! This ain't the cash cow! This is Planet X coming through right there! Woohoo! Oh my God, Doug, a whole planet with a friggin' striped cloud going across it! And it's so dark you can see it through the gray clouds! Whoa! You see it, Don?
Welcome to CCTV, also known as the Bernal Channel. God bless people. God Jesus. Keep watching to the end. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It's going to be in a song form, so listen up. Listen up.
In that day, the kingdom of heaven will be likened unto 10 virgins in that day. In that day, all of them are waiting for the bridegroom. All of them are waiting and waiting and waiting. All of them have lamps, and they're waiting and waiting and waiting, waiting and waiting and waiting, waiting and waiting, waiting. In the mundane, 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 waiting, 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 waiting. And when the night falls, they fall asleep, each and every one of them. They fall asleep in the mundane, 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 waiting, 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 waiting for the bridegroom, waiting, 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 and they fall asleep. In the midnight hour, a cry will be heard. In the midnight hour, in the deepest, darkest hour of history, in the midnight hour, for behold, the deep, deep darkness will cover the earth. In the midnight hour of history, it will be the darkest hour of history, history. Oh, deep, deep darkness will cover the earth. Like a dark, dark darkness that could even be heard, and a deep, deep darkness will cover the earth. But in the midnight hour, a cry will be heard, a cry, a cry, a cry. Behold, the bridegroom, go out to meet him. Behold, the bridegroom, go out to meet him. Behold, the bridegroom, go out to meet him. Behold, the bridegroom. Wake, awake, oh sleepers, awake, awake, the hour is urgent. Awake, awake, oh sleepers, and behold, in the middle of the night a cry will be heard. be scurrying around as the ministries. They'll be shining their lamps, going out to meet him, going out to meet him. It's the day, it's the day, it's the day that they've been waiting for, the day that they've been waiting for. The wedding is just around the corner now, just around the corner now. And they'll be running around, scurrying around, getting ready to go out. Finally, 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 finally. But in that day, says the Lord, the kingdom will be just like this. And in that day, 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 five will be wise, and five will be foolish. Wisdom and folly defined by the master. Wisdom and folly defined, 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 defined. For the foolish, so busy shining their lamps, forgot to get the oil. Oh, and the clock now is ticking. It's ticking, and the clock now is ticking, it's ticking, and it's the middle of the night, and the cry has been resounding, and now they're scurrying round, round, round. But the foolish are trying so hard to get their lamps lit that they have no oil, so preoccupied, so preoccupied. They've been building the ministry, planning and scheming and all of the things, but they forgot the reality, relationship. They forgot to get the oil on the inside of the lamp. For the oil comes from the inside out, and they forgot it. Now like empty, empty tombs, they forgot it. Now the five who were wise, they had oil. For even though they slept, their hearts were awake. They didn't get weighed down by the mundane or distracted by the lamps. They had the first things first, things first, things first. They had the oil from the inside out. And the five who were foolish will say to the five who are wise in that day, oh, help us, help us. Give us some of your reality. Give us some of your intimacy. Give us some of your oil and your lamp. But it doesn't work that way. It can't work that way. And the five who are wise will say to the foolish, go buy oil for yourself. You have to take the time to know him for yourself. They say, go buy oil. I counsel you, buy it now. Go buy oil. I cannot give it to you. You have to go buy oil for yourself. I cannot give you mine, for only what is real will burn inside, will burn inside. In that day, and the five who are wise will go to meet the bridegroom in the feast of the wedding. Oh, but the five who are foolish will cry. So I tell you now, while there there's still time. Go buy oil before it's too late. I counsel you now. You have a name that you're alive, but you're dead on the inside. So I warn you now. I counsel you buy gold refined in the fire. For you have a lamp that you're alive, but you're dead on the inside. But there's still time, just a little bit, only a little bit of time. What are you gonna do with that time, with that time, with that time, with that time? Time is ticking by, and the bridegroom is coming, he's coming, he's coming. Are you ready to meet him, to meet him, to meet him? Will you even recognize him? So I tell you now, go buy oil. I counsel you buy gold refined in the fire. Take the time to live from the inside out. Take the time to be acquainted with the Holy Spirit and the Word. Take the time to buy oil before it's too late. For wisdom will be justified. Wisdom will be justified in that day, in that day, in that day. He's coming. Awake, awake, O sleeper. Awake, awake, O sleeper. He's coming. He's coming, he's alive. Jesus of Nazareth, the son of David, the slain lamb. He was born to be a king. He's alive. The Jewish man, he's alive. He's alive. Prepare the way. People get ready. People get ready. Surely he is not a man that he would lie. He said he would come again, and he will come again. People get ready. People get ready. People get ready. Some said a carpenter. Some said a teacher. They said a prophet. They said he's a fraud. He's God. But he's fully a man. And he was born to be a king. And though he was silent, like a lamb to the slaughter, he was silent. In his patience, he endured. But I know the end of the story. And we're only at the beginning of the beginning. He's coming. He's alive. He's alive. Look upon the one you've pierced. Look upon the one we've pierced. Who is this King of glory? Who is this King of glory? shown us that you can be trusted. So take the scroll and open the seals. We trust you, Jesus, and we want you to come back. So take the scroll, open the seals. So take the scroll and open the seals. Yeah. I can hear the rhythm of the Lion of the tribe of Judah. I can hear the rhythm of the Lion of the tribe of Judah. I can hear the rhythm of the Lion of the tribe of Judah. I can hear the rhythm of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, because he's doing a new thing. So we're singing a new song, because he's doing a new thing. So we're singing a new song, because he's doing a new thing. So we're singing a new song, because he's doing a new thing. So we're singing a new song. He's not a Mary in a manger anymore. He's not a broken man on a cross. He didn't stay in the grave, and he's not staying in heaven forever. He's not a Mary in a manger anymore. He's not a broken man on a cross. He didn't stay in the grave, and he's not staying in heaven forever. 'Cause he's alive. 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 People get ready. Jesus is coming. 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 People walking around with their fingers in their ears singing da 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 da. I don't want to hear the sound of the coming King. People walking around with their fingers in their ears singing da da da. I don't want to hear the sound of the coming King. But he says, well, I have held my peace for a long time. And in my silence you thought that I was all together like you. And in your heart you were settled in complacency. You said he won't even respond. You said he's not interested. You said he's dead and gone. But I've been silent for such a long time. But I'm about to cast, to pant, to cry out, to cry out, to cry out, to cry out. I'm about to shout. 'Cause once again I'm gonna shake everything that can be shaken. Once again I'm gonna break everything that can be broken. Once again I'm gonna shake everything that can be shaken. Once again I'm gonna break everything that can be broken. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? 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 Are you ready? Are you ready? People get ready. Jesus is coming. 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 He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. I see the Lord high and lifted up, and the train of his robe, it fills the temple. And he's surrounded by seraphim, the burning ones, with 6 wings. With 2 they covered their feet, with 2 their faces, and with 2 they flew. And they cried out to one another, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord." And as they spoke, the foundations were shaking, and the place was filled with glory. I can hear him calling. I can hear him calling. Who will go for me? Who will go for me? I can hear him calling. I can hear him calling. Who will go for me? Who will go for me? Hear him, oh Lord, set me. Hear him, oh Lord, set me. I'm ready and willing. Hear him, oh Lord, set me. Set me out. Hear him, oh Lord, set me out. 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 Someone in this generation is gonna make a noise that's gonna shake a nation. Someone in this generation is gonna make a noise that's gonna shake a nation.